Hi folks, it's Greg from Heroes Beacon, and today I'm going to do a mystery booster unboxing, or well, unpacking. I'm going to do 3 mystery boosters, just as if we were drafting them here. So the Magic Mystery Boosters are a recent product that Wizards of the Coast has put out that features cards from across Magic's history. So ideally, mystery boosters are for drafting. They're kind of similar to a Chaos draft in that they have cards from across various sets. They're also a little different from a normal set in that there are over 1,600 different cards, and that makes your pool of cards far more difficult to predict. So you're not able to just as easily look at specific strategies. You sort of have to work your draft on the fly, which can be a lot of fun. And again, these are all reprints. They're all printed, oddly enough, on the original card art with the original text. Nothing's changed there with the exception of a symbol in the bottom left-hand corner, which I'm going to show you here in a bit. So there's no fresh new borders or anything for these cards. They all look like they did on their most recent printing. So let's give this a go. I'm going to crack the first of 3. Let's see what we've got here. In our first pack, we have Alley Evasion. So this is from the Kaladesh block recently. And as you can see, there's the symbol in the bottom left-hand corner. The card number and the number in the set are, again, original from when this was printed and the set it was printed. So this does not refer to its number in this particular set. Dauntless Cathar. So the other thing I note too is you're going to see that these cards are 2 of each color in commons and uncommons. And then there's a slot for multicolor card. And there's your rare slot and a foil. So we'll see what we get in each. It makes it a little more easy to read tells too in drafting, which can kind of make it fun, especially for beginners who aren't very good at reading tells. It can make it a little more interesting for them to get into that. So Dauntless Cathar, Mnemonic Wall. This is reprinted in one of the recent Modern Masters sets. I think it's Iconic Masters, maybe. Cortazar, Masters 25 was its most recent printing. Nantuko Husk from Origins. Renegade's Gateway, again from the Kaladesh block. Dragon Fodder. Don't know that symbol. I think it was from the 5-player box you could get. Game Night. Summit Prowler. So there's 2 right now. Runner Green. Root Out. Kavu Climber. So here we have our first uncommon. And it's a multicolor card, Mist Meadow Witch. I think this is from Origins Anthology was the most recent printing. It's actually a really nice card if you're looking for any kind of Blink-related deck. 1 and either split white or blue. And you get a 1/1 for 2 white and blue. You can exile target creature, return a creature to the battlefield under its owner's control being the next end step. So it's good for anything with lots of ETB triggers. Or if you're looking to protect a creature from removal. Land, Temple of the False Gods. This is one of the reasons I like this set. There's a lot of these commander-related reprints. Temple of the False God is in most of the commander precons. It allows you to tap it for 2 mana, but you can only do that if there are 5 or more lands under your control. So anything before that, you're not going to get much use of this. Elixir of Immortality. It's another decent commander card. So Chasm Skulker is my rare. It's a blue 1/1 for 3 mana. When you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on Chasm Skulker. When it dies, put X 1/1 blue squid creature tokens with Island Walk onto the battlefield where X's number of +1/+1 counters on Chasm Skulker. So this is most recently printed in M15. And then for our foil, we have a Stormcrow. So Again, we've got our foil slot. This is different. They did mystery boosters for the conventions. Mystery boosters for the conventions did not have this foil slot, and instead had a test card, which looked rather interesting. It might have been fun for drafting. If you're looking to collect for value, though, these foils are actually quite nice. And some of these have never been printed in foil before, some of the earlier sets, or they're difficult to find. So the other thing to note, too, is these foils are from outside of the other 1,600 plus cards that are printed normally. So these are their own sheets of cards. So I don't think you'll see a non-foil Stormcrow in this set. So yeah, so we got our foil, a rare, I guess an artifact, a land, a multicolor, and then 2 of each color. Let's see if that holds up again in the next pack. I know there is a formula to this. I just can't remember offhand what the specifics are. I know, again, it's 2 of each common or uncommon of each color. I know there's at least 1 multicolor, 1 rare, and 1 foil. I just don't know what the other one is. Faith's Feathers, again, printed in a master set. Wake of Reflections, Mind Sculpt, Snapping Drake, Cabal Therapy, a Catacomb Crocodile, Borrowed Hospitality, Orcish Oriflame, Woolly Luxodon, Elvish Warrior. This was printed in a dual deck. This is one of the things that makes this a little bit of a challenge, trying to figure out what they were printed in that not only is the regular sets, but also they could have been more recently printed in an anthology or a dual deck, and that can make it a bit more difficult to recognize the set symbols. Raging Swordtooth. So here's our multicolored card. Rogue's Passage, so a land. This is another really good commander card. In fact, this comes from the most recent commander sets. Our rare is Oracle of Nectars. So X and tap, you gain X life for 2 and either green or white. So I've never seen this card before. Most recently printed in the Lorwyn block. So yeah, it's been a while since this has seen a reprint. So there may not be that many out there. We also have the Mirari Conjecture. So Oracle of Nectars must have been our multicolor, a regular multicolor slot, and this is our rare. It's from Dominaria. It's actually not a bad rare. And Rocks, reprinted from M10. And I guess not M10, this is 10th edition. So I believe it's rare. You may have Rocks deal combat damage to defending player as though it weren't blocked. Regenerate Rocks. So actually, now that I'm thinking about it, looking back in the first pack, if I were to first pick something for a draft, I probably would have gone with the Chasm Skulker with the rare. If they have islands, they're going to be really in a pinch. If you can go with any kind of card draw theme, that can be really helpful. But yeah, I think that's probably the best card in this pack that I can tell. I'm not, a seasoned drafter by any stretch of the imagination, but that one grabs my attention. Now in this pack, we've got 3 rares to look at, out of which Regenerate can be a pain. 6-drop though is always something I'm going to want to go with. Mirari Conjecture really want you to be in with instants and sorceries. Oracle of Nectars, life gain, I don't know. Rogue's Passage is neat. Gosh, this is actually an interesting decision here. What would I have picked? God. Maybe Faith's Feathers as removal? It's actually not a bad card. Either Faith's Feathers or... I probably would have gone with Oracle of Nectars because I've never seen the card before and it'd be neat to have. And that life gain over time might make the difference. So maybe I would take Oracle of Nectars. I don't know if that's the right pick or not. Someone else might tell me otherwise. So this is our 3rd pack. So yeah, let's think about draft here. Wall of 1,000 Cuts. It's actually not a terrible card. Dismantling Blows. Okay, so these are common or uncommon in these first slots. Guard Gomazoa, good for stalling people out. Buying you some time. Amphibian Path Mage. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. That could be really useful. In fact, I actually really like that. Mark of the Vampire. Gruesome Fate. I've won games with Gruesome Fate before in draft. Vandalize. Sun-Crowned Hunters. This is actually another one that can be really, really good, especially if you have the right cards in your deck. I've played this in Limited, and it's been just brutal. If you can find some way to ping these repeatedly or deal the damage so they can then deal 3 damage to your opponent, they can be difficult to play around. Man, this with that Swordtooth in the last pack would have been really good. Penumbra Spider, Formless Nurturing. So here's our gold, Soul Manipulation. Counter target spell, counter target creature card from your, or return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Recursion is always useful, and having the option of one or the other is not bad. Oh, Soul Ring. Okay, so this is, man, I'd first pick this puppy. And I mean, the downside of Soul Ring is if you get it late, it's really not going to do much other than ramp you. So maybe it's not the best pick. Maybe Amphibian Path Mage is. So, or Soul Manipulation. Phyrexian Soul Gorger. So this comes from Cold Snap. So it is a rare. I think it's really hard to tell what the color is for that. So cumulative upkeep, sacrifice a creature. So it's an 8/8 for 3 mana. Man, if you can come up with some kind of token strategy, this could be really handy. Because early on, this is just going to be a bugger for your opponent to deal with. Phyrexian Arena, beginning of your upkeep, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. I would be tempted to go with that for my first pick, I think. That or maybe the Soul Ring. Jeez, Intruder Alarm is our foil. Creatures don't untap during the controller's untap steps. Whenever a creature comes into play, untap all creatures. I wouldn't necessarily pick this if you're trying to win at your draft. I would pick this because I won from a commander deck if I was doing a draft. Yeah, foil 8th edition. If I was looking to draft, though, I would consider either Phyrexian Arena. Man, if this was pack 1, the Phyrexian Soul Gorger or the Soul Ring would be nice just because they're colorless. They don't put you into a color. That's the downside with the Soul Manipulation is it does require you to go into blue and black. That's a huge commitment if you're picking early. So yeah, there we have it. So those are cards from our first 3 booster packs. So again, I mean, you do get a fairly good spread of rares out of these packs. They're a little more than regular set packs in terms of price, but they're about the same as Modern Horizons, I believe. I think they're $8. I'd have to check. Or you could just check with Heroes Beacon and see. But yeah. Now, the mystery boosters did sell out fairly quickly at Heroes Beacon, so we don't have any currently, but we're hoping to get more. So keep an eye out if you're interested in getting some of these mystery boosters. If you are interested in drafting any set, we do run drafts on Fridays as part of FNM. You'd have to check the schedule to see which weekends are drafts. Anytime we do have a new set like this, we usually draft it, so keep that in mind, even if it's a special set. So thank you very much for joining, folks. I'm going to do some more of these videos and get them posted so you can get a feel for some of these mystery booster packs. Have a good evening.